Things can be good, right? Yep. Yeah, Tails, it could be done. Yeah, I know, so Sonic. Maybe. And we can't forget about Baldy McNosehair. Who's Baldy McNosehair? Dr. Eggman. Yeah. Are you talking about Dr. Eggman? Because he's bald, he has a mustache. Yeah. Now, he has a mustache under his nose. That's because I love calling Dr. Eggman Baldy McNosehair. How long? You're done calling Dr. Eggman Baldy McNosehair. I know, Tails. But we'll see when I'm done calling Dr. Eggman Baldy McNosehair. Yeah, that's great, Sonic. That's really great.
It's me, Mario, and Luigi. Today is Monday. Let's go!
Yo, name's Sonic the Hedgehog. You're probably wondering what this show is. Well, I'll let you know. This is Sonic's Speed and Sideshow, which is the after show of Total Stuff Loved Island Season 2. At this point, we've reached the halfway point of the game, so we're going to be interviewing contestants that missed the jackpot by yay much. And it's just about time for our first guest, Driftblim. Thank you, Sonic. Our first contestant that recently left the game is the Magnetic Mushroom, the one who was deemed Lotso's lackey before ultimately plummeting to their untimely demise after a little coin fell off their head. Such a tragedy. Yeah. Our first guest is Magnet Shroom. Okay. You can do it, Magnet Shroom. Okay. Oh. I'll get him. Well, that's certainly one way to make an entrance. So, Magnet Shroom, how does it feel to be off Total Stuff Loved Island? Fantastic! No complaints, really. In fact, I'm glad to be out of the game because now I don't have to deal with anyone anymore, and they won't have to see me as who I actually was. I mean, I don't know what I did. I feel like I did something awful. Well, I wouldn't sweat it too much. You weren't being yourself. I'll never be myself. Not after what happened with that... the devil. Yeah. But what about for the audience who doesn't? Who is this devil we speak of? Who is the one who made you go rogue? Who's as bad can be? I'd rather not speak his name, actually. Oh, but the audience wants it. Alright, Driftblim, that's enough. But why not? He craves it. He craves the attention. You know, I remember seeing you before the boat ride, and you didn't act like this. What? Me? Not act like this? Oh, the audience craves it. Meowth said I was forgettable, and so here we are. Yeah, let's go to our next segment. Oh, good, yeah, go ahead, Magnet Shroom. Huh? Since your time on Total Stuff Loved Island Season 2, we've been able to see what exactly you did, but it just wouldn't be complete without some speedy stats. Inky, what you got? Glad you asked. See, I've got some stats about our little magnetic mushroom with a polarizing personality. What's that? Oh, whoops. Let's just get to the stats. Magnet Shroom's stats aren't exactly the greatest. Of the challenges he partook in, he only won 33% while losing the other 66%. What about the 1%? Nobody knows! For 13% of these challenges, he was the biggest loser. And by that, I mean he either got out first or just plain sucked. Meanwhile, during elimination, he was in the bottom half at least 26% of the times he was up on the pedestal. He also had individual victories at 6%. But if you look at the elimination stats, you can see during his voting, nothing matters. He was a shoo-in. A one-shot, lights out, TKO, I am, out of there. He basically put himself up for elimination. He had a 100% chance of leaving, which was the only thing he was a 100% in at all. I guess you could say he was really hungering to get out of there. Back to you, Sonic. Thanks, Inky. Not exactly the best stats in the world, huh? Well, I mean, I wasn't being myself. I mean, I was practically being a puppet. But if I could go back, I'd like to be nice with the penguins. I mean, after seeing them, I felt bad that they were ensnared by, well, you know who, but... You know who, eh? Who is this mysterious... You can watch the tape! You know who it is! You saw him! Well, shoot, man, I mean, I was just trying to put the pipe, okay? Right, well, maybe we can find more about this mysterious character via your history. And for that history, we need an expert chronicler. Let's go to newspaper. Thank you, Maurice. Hello everyone, I am Newspaper, here to provide with the history of Magnetshroom. Magnetshroom, like many of us, started in episode 1. Unfortunately, I knew I would have to deal with both Magnetshroom and Squash both being plants in episode 1. We zombies don't exactly get along well with them, but anyone who's seen this channel should know that.
All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put the fourth wall back together again.
Magnetshroom came off as confident and ready to win in episode 1 and was the second one to be chosen for the Rockin' Rockets, ironically, after Sonic. During the first challenge, he got stressed out after 1 hour despite originally taunting Bonsly, third contestant to leave the challenge right before Redbird, and unofficially joined Lotso's alliance. Actually, he was the first one ever safe at an elimination ceremony this season. He also helped motivate the elimination against Sonic. In episode 2, the Bonsly hate began to continue as he teamed up with Murkrow to get out Bonsly, which ended up costing Murkrow the challenge where you couldn't talk. He also took out Pansage, but was electrocuted by Krakachu, 13th eliminated from the challenge. In episode 3, he was recommended for the Lotso alliance, and he hid in a box during the challenge, but he was the first one out. This is what Inky meant when he said the biggest loser. Once again, Pansage caught the worst end of the deal as Magnetshroom caught him during the challenge. In episode 4, the Great Pokemon Race, he obtained Eradicate from the Pokeball, and initially he did good, but was knocked out fairly early by Dragular. In episode 5, the Penguins didn't believe Magnetshroom was in their alliance, but he was. He helped catch a Goomba and organized the plan to steal Goombas from the troublesome twerps. In episode 6, Magnetshroom would comment on how stakes needed to be raised in the game. He can also see in the dark and was able to hit Flygon, catch Ashley, and help blow her up after trapping her to the wall. Granados took him out, 13th or 14th to be knocked out of the challenge. In episode 7, Magnetshroom had 2 targets, the Mighty Eagle and, well, myself. He worked with Murkrow but also claimed that he was a wannabe and wanted to join the alliance, desiring to exploit Murkrow for further benefits, claiming that Murkrow would even cheat to get them out. Magnetshroom would attach himself to one of the knights and failed to deliver the news about the knight actually being double in disguise. Magnetshroom and Murkrow would also converse with the fake eagle in an attempt to get the Mighty Eagle out. Magnetshroom wouldn't cheat during the voting session, unlike Murkrow, but was the only one to laugh at Mighty's downfall, and would claim that the Mighty Eagle influenced the cheating. Lastly, he was the only vote for Mighty, as the rest of us did not vote. In episode 8, Capture the Flag, Magnetshroom worked on defense. He also did not know who Sheik was, and alongside Jolly backed down from Dragular. In episode 9, the Illness Challenge, Magnetshroom did not eat the burgers and was one of the doctors. He'd rather have plant food apparently, instead of having a burger. Personally, I'd rather have the burger, but that's just me. Before the challenge began, Magnetshroom slept on the ceiling and claimed to be stuck, but was actually plotting and planning, wanting to know how to get more information on the contestants. He was also happy to work with Squash. Magnetshroom did not heal anyone though. He claimed to heal Lotso, but really adjusted his position so he could lay down. However, he did hold down Shantae when she transformed into a snake. In episode 10, Magnetshroom was proud to be the #1 guy for Lotso, which essentially meant being used like a throne. He also would hatch a plan to attract more Waddle Dees with Zelda's help. The plan being to transform Magnetshroom to attract Waddle Dees instead of attracting metal. In episode 11, One versus Everyone, he convinced Flygon that he was in the Lotso alliance, yet not acknowledged by Lotso when talking with Tentacool. He was in the first round, third to go up, and managed to hit Krokorok. Didn't do well, but also formed a rivalry with Jolly. In episode 12, he was an attacker in round 1. He went first, but got blocked by Porygon 2. He also defended in round 2, and did not fall during that challenge. In episode 13, High Q, he guessed 3 questions correctly and made it through 7 rounds. He got knocked out on round 8, the Toy Story category, as he failed to recognize the character Buzz Lightyear, instead opting to call him Bud Lightbeer. Hilarious. In episode 14, he was bullied by the Penguins to be a better alliance mate and to pull his own weight. He partook in the first round of the target test and missed both points. He partook in round 3 and failed again after being flustered by Shantae, still managed to get 1 point, putting his track record for the challenge at 1-3. In episode 15, Magnetshroom's backstory was revealed on how he met Lotso. Lotso placed a coin on Magnetshroom's head after a hug. In the challenge, he tries to steal a fly swatter. The purple Kecleon notices the coin on Magnetshroom's head and pulled it off, causing Magnetshroom to fly into a wall. Magnetshroom initially had amnesia over the situation, but came to and realized where he was and who he was dealing with. And while Lotso attempted to make an ally, the Lotso coin ended up being his great downfall, as now everyone is able to see just how big of a fraud the teddy bear really is. That's all the news I have for you today, Sonic. Back to you.
Interesting history, Magnetshroom.
Interesting? Is that the only word you can say about this? I mean, I wasn't even being myself. I mean, not only did you mention him, but I eliminated the eagle, and I eliminated you. I mean, how are you not angry about this?
Don't sweat it, Magnetshroom. It's just a game.
Well, this is a game where someone can get seriously hurt. I can't imagine there being another season. I mean, what if someone got hurt on that show? There could be a contestant who gets an injury. They could be voted out by an injury. I should have been that one to do that. Then I could have laughed, but if I wasn't in my right state of mind, then
I don't really think you were that bad.
I certainly do.
Then let's hear it.
Huh?
Let's hear all of those juicy details. Why exactly do you think you're the worst of the worst?
Driftblim, what are you doing?
Oh, Yeah, sorry.
You need to hear from an outside source, and we know just who to call. Our eyes in the sky. Flygon?
Well, I did manage to find someone, although I don't necessarily think they're qualified for the interview.
Get away from the camera! I did try to find someone who was either magnetic or robotic in personality, or just someone associated with robotics in general. As such,
You ended up finding the coolest robot master of all. Name's Ringman. Ringman, ring-a-ding, ring-thing, whatever you want to call me. I'm your guy. You want anything having to do with rings? You want anything having to do with crime and detective work? I'm your guy. Just give me a ring.
Yes, and you're also one of the most annoying individuals I've had the displeasure of dealing with. Now, can I please ask you a question for this interview?
About what?
About what?
You never asked me. All you said was, hey, you. So I'm like, sure, okay, man. If you need me to help you, I'm glad to help you out, because I'm the ring man, and I can definitely give you what you need. I mean, all you gotta do...
Shut up! Thank you. What were your thoughts on Magnet Shroom as a contestant? He wasn't exactly the greatest player, but you could argue that he was simply being manipulated. What are your thoughts?
I thought this was an interview to get myself some free pizza. That's all I wanted to do. And you're still gonna give me that pizza, right? You know, I heard they got some pretty good pizza down in Universal Studios. Cha-ching!
Shut up!
Well, all you had to do was ask.
One last time. Magnet Shroom looks like this. What do you think about him?
Oh, that guy. Why didn't you just say so? I mean, I just think he's neat.
Oh.
Step. Sir? Sir? Huh, he fainted. Well, if y'all need a ring, you know I've got that thing. Back to you, Sonic. Ciao.
Yeah, better luck next time, Flygon. You kidding me? The ring guy said I was neat. I mean, it's not much, but at least one guy doesn't think I'm trash. And if one guy doesn't think I'm trash, well, maybe another guy doesn't think I'm trash. I don't think you're trash, Magnet Shroom. I think you're pretty attracting. Oh, I get it. It's a magnet pun. Okay. Actually, Flygon, stay right there. I think I'm gonna have myself a field day with that ring man. That would make my day a little better. He's got so many shiny things. Imagine the money we could make off of him. There you go. But before we head off for the day, we'd like to hear from you with our question of the day. Tentacle?
Well, we don't really have the first question of the day, considering the fact that, well, we can't do a Q&A if there's no questions, so we want to hear from you. What's your favorite plant? Do you have a favorite plant? Maybe there was a plant that should have joined the game instead of squash or magnet shroom? Let us know in the comments deep below. Back to you, Sonic.
Thank you, Tentacle. Now, without further delay...
Driftblem?
Huh?
What happened to Sonic?
Well, he and Magnet Shroom decided to leave, so I'm just hosting the end credits here.
No. Where is Sonic? Can we, like, tune to Flygon's channel or something? Can't we see what's going on?
Oh yeah, this is happening! Woohoo!
Oh.
Told ya.
Can I stop now? I don't know. What do you think, Sonic? Magnet Shroom, this is the start of a beautiful friendship. A friend! Thank you! You heard what my buddy said! All this because I decided to hijack an interview? Seriously? Oh yeah! Thanks, Magnet Shroom! From all of us at Sonic Speed and Sideshow, this is Sonic signing off, saying don't get caught in the dust, you gotta speed up!
Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe. Now it's laser time.